free.
I do like the fleet footwork on Akali against the Victor. Just anything to keep the sustain in lane there.
Yeah, any kind of extra sustain that you can get is invaluable into a melee versus ranged matchup.
Which side has the strongest early game? As in level 1 early? I don't think we'll see an invader.
No, I don't think we're going to see a level 1.
5 point.
I don't think we're going to see a level 1 either. I'm not really sure. Because obviously, like, having the Thresh Hook is very nice, having the Bear Stance stun from Udyr, although I don't think you go Bear Stance level 1.
No, I think, isn't it Phoenix level 1 for the
Possibly, yeah. But being able to have the option of which stance to go for is nice. Thresh Hook's quite nice. But then on the other side, having the Crash Down from the Rel, being able to dish out that massive AoE knock-up can be quite useful. As we said, though, it's going to be a standard 5 point by the looks of things for the start here. And yeah, it's not going to be too unusual of a start. It's going to be junglers starting on opposite sides, though. So Makalar on his blue buff, Yonsoni on his blue buff as well. And both junglers going to clear towards opposite sides of the map.
Which very different to last game where we did see them both start in the same side. Although interestingly, Makalar not contesting the scuttle last time and rotating bot lane.
I think, like we discussed, it was a very smart decision.
Yeah, definitely.
And I don't know if you caught it there on the minimap, but Spawned being forced to take the long route back round into lane by Falio, just using that presence, walking down towards the river, forcing the Ornn back, going to get himself a little bit of a lead in that top side. Marma taking a heavy trade, though, at this level 1.
Oh, wow.
Hellman trading back, though, and that's a lot of damage onto the True Haven Academy bot lane.
Yeah.
Using those Jinx rockets to maximum effect.
Definitely. The ability for her to damage multiple targets at the same time, even at level 1, is
Falio straight onto Spawn, picking up exactly where he left off in game 1, bullying in that top lane.
Soon as Renekton gets that level 2, the double E combo, slice and dicing his way onto Spawn, just dealing a lot of damage with relatively little answer.
Dashes forward again, and mid lane probably going to stay relatively even. You would imagine Akali's able to wave clear pretty nicely with the fleet footwork as well. She's going to be able to sustain herself. Looking for a bit of a trade on Toloftishan. Gets the Shuriken flip. Not going to reactivate though. And Falio's just being very aggressive in this lane. Going to get off so much damage onto the turret already. Like, it's only 1 demolish proc, but it's a nice little chunk considering we're only 3 minutes into the game.
Yeah.
And it's a cheetah recall, Invul bot lane. Hellman gonna get an early back. Marma gonna use the time to roam, and Hellman now has a cull to walk back into lane with.
Really nice. At this time, getting a cull, you basically lose absolutely nothing as well.
Yeah.
That back, fantastically timed, realistically. And while this is happening, even with the back, True Haven weren't able to capitalize and push it through, so Yonsoni gets that first scuttle of the game.
Yeah, might get himself a double scuttle here as he walks into mid lane on top of Smok. Does have the sweeping lens running, so can see where the Akali is. Bear slap into the gravity well, but the flash is going to be forced. Get Smok getting himself the hell out of there. And now Makalar realizes he's been double scuttled. He finds the bot side scuttle. Might get a Gromp in return, which wouldn't be the worst trade in the world, but is going to lose out on both of the crabs.
Yeah.
Nicely timed Flay, blocking away the crash down, and now Hellman can rain down hell with those Jinx rockets.
Yonsoni waiting a decent amount of time, but will be able to get that Gromp.
Yeah, so trading Gromp for Gromp actually here for the junglers.
Yeah, but if you traded 2 scuttles and a Gromp for 1 Gromp, I think we all know who's the winner in that.
Yeah, I don't think you have to be a particularly good mathematician to work that one out. Or maybe even looking for the wolves here, but we could see a fight between the junglers as Makalar is walking in towards his bot side. Jonsony getting the recall off, hiding in the bush. Makalar spotted out. Jonsony not going to be seen though. Gets the recall off before Makalar checks the bush. And nice little bit of info there just for Invul.
Yeah, some very cheeky recalls already as well from the bot lane and junglers of Invul.
Definitely. But once Hellman has that cull all the way stacked, that's going to be a really nice extra chunk of gold for the Jinx. Really going to slingshot her into the mid game.
Interestingly, Spawned actually had a very good trade on Falio there, forcing Falio 2 back.
And is going to force out the teleport as well from the Renekton.
Yeah.
Got the Phage though, so a nice extra bit of sustain going to come through. Keeps his CS lead as well in the top side. And obviously, like, Ornn being able to just buy his items in lane just offers him so much extra safety.
Jonsony has been spotted on a ward as well, so Ornn knows exactly where Jonsony is, and is going to try and back off.
Oh, Falio. Sees Spawn trying to craft an item. You're not going to be allowed to do that one today. Forces out the rest of his mana, and going to force Spawn into a recall to try and just get some of that mana back. Interesting to see what he completes here. Is it maybe a Balmy Cinder? As Smok dashing away from the Chaos Storm, trading now in the bot lane as Forpian and Janna do have the XP lead.
So he was actually only able to get a cloth armor from that back.
That's not ideal.
No, but
Makalar, though, looking to come in through the lane for a potential play. Jonsony also pathing down, so we could see a 3v3 here. There's no teleports for anyone other than Loftish, and Flay catches onto Janakoach, and the crash down is going to go wide. Lofty with the teleport. Heal comes through to keep Marmor alive. Ignite is ticking away. Janakoach going to go down, and it's Hellman that picks up first blood. The zap going to come through, but we're going to go to the fight topside straight away, trading back and forth. Falio and Spawned, both about half HP. No further kills going to fall. Thank you, directed camera, for taking us away from that bot side fight to go to watch the wet noodles in the top lane. But 1 kill for Hellman, 1 kill for Invul, and nicely executed, having the teleport advantage in the mid lane for Loftish, and really coming in big there for Invul.
And
oh, the Forge God called towards the top side. Spawned, maybe looking for Falio. Dominus going to come out though, and it's just going to be a solo bolo. We saw him in the first game, we'll see him in the second.
Yeah.
Underestimating
in the top lane, Dragon was taken as well.
Underestimating the amount of HP gained by the Renekton when that ultimate is popped. Makalar, level 5 against the level 8 Renekton. There's not a lot you can do up there, my friend.
No. And early Dragon taken as well means there's a lot of pressure for that Rift Herald to be taken by Makalar. Otherwise, he's going to lose out on a lot of pressure.
Yeah, but I don't know if he feels able to. Obviously, both Invul solo laners, on their resets right now. So, is a very much an opportunity. But they don't have the vision, they don't have the setup in the area to be able to get it done.
Yeah, it's very difficult, I think, right now, and the lack of vision across the whole map already for Haven, it's going to be difficult for them to actually get this Rift Herald, although they are looking to push it. They are, and I think Jonsony will just use the vision ward there, the vision plant. So
yeah,
Makalar
Scryer's Bloom gonna spot Makalar out.
We could see a big fight for the Rift Herald now.
Yeah, Spawned and Falio are going to start going at it. Loftish, the first of the mid laners to roam up, forcing the flash out of the Ornn as the Gravity Well comes down. And that combo with the Ruthless Predator and Gravity Well is actually just insane. Same thing with the Bear Stance and the Gravity Well. It's just so ridiculous, because if you hit one stun, 2 of which have point and click, the other 2 stuns just land for free.
Yeah. And Rift Herald very easily picked up there by Jonsony.
Yep, going to be able to pick that one up, going to be able to get himself out, and now has that extra pressure to threaten down a tower. 2,500, roughly, the gold as we begin to get towards the 10-minute mark. So, again, early game definitely going in the favour of Invul.
Yeah. And I think a lot of that gold will be on the Renekton. 30
Well, let's take a
CS
look.
up.
Yeah, 3,500 gold on the Renekton, but not the most on his team. 3,800 for Hellman in the bot lane on the Jinx.
First blood plus with Cull and very, very good farm as well. So not a surprise there.
Yeah, definitely. Hellman having a very good start to this second game. Picking himself up the pickaxe, double longsword as well. 30 stacks left on that Cull, and when that procs, that's going to be effectively another kill's worth of gold.
I will say, Forpian has done very well to be farming as well, if not slightly better, than Jinx as well. So, fair play to him. But, yeah, the kill, the first blood there for Jinx, just meaning so much more gold.
And the Cull on top of that as well. Obviously, not popped yet, because you do only get the big payout when the Cull is completed. But even at this early stage, the extra gold on every minion kill is so nice. If we do look towards the top side, though, you could see moments ago how confident Falio was feeling. Proxy farming between the two top lane towers. Spawned, not really able to stop him. Just walking through and getting as many of the minions as he can. Starting to fall further and further behind in that top lane.
3.5 turret platings taken down top as well. Just want to point that
out.
out.
Get Smok, gonna dive in onto Loftition, gets away in the smoke screen. Spawned going onto Falio as well. More Falio going onto Spawn, but Makalar is here. So there could be a turnaround. The Forge God is going to be called. Dominus is available for Falio to pop, but he's not going to be able to get it off. The kick into the Resonating Strike. And the Renekton is going to go down. They're going to grab 2 plates in the mid lane, though, as a trade. Janakoach arriving in support of his mid laner, but now they know Forpian's on his own. He's used the Arcane Shift. The hook's going to come through. Marma flays him into the traps, and that should be all she wrote. Forpian going to fall to Hellman. Second kill of the game for the Jinx, as the Rift Herald going to go down in the mid lane. They're looking to finish off this turret. They might even get bot lane turret as well to pair with it. And quite a large injection of gold into the Invul pockets. Falio, the discrepancy of that benefit, but definitely not going to be too upset with what his team has been able to do.
And he's still 30 CS up,
Yeah,
so I don't think he's too worried right now.
Yeah, he's definitely enjoying himself. Oh, Janakoach potentially in trouble here. For Hellman, so much damage coming through from those rockets. Hook going to go wide, and that's going to keep Janakoach alive just about. And there we see the Cull pop as well. So there's an extra 350 gold into Hellman's back pockets, and all of a sudden, this game has gone from being 2,500 to 5,500 gold. Falio looking to secure the third and final outer tower, but can't quite knock it down. 1 plate remaining there.
Dragon is going to be taken pretty easily as well by Invul.
Makalar not even close, not looking to contest. Drake number 2.
Falio, possibly.
Yeah, I mean, potentially is a way they've identified for themselves to get back into this game, but when there's a 2-0 Jinx in the bot lane, I know what I'm more concerned about. Oh, but they are sending 4 people up towards this bot lane. Falio could definitely be under some threat here. Teleport is available for Loftition as a potential counter, but they're going to look to the position for the dive now. The Dominus is popped early, so Falio going to have that Fury. Flash comes away, diving himself out of the CCs, and Get Smok going to perfectly execute the Renekton under his turret. Loftition finding the 1v1 on the Ezreal in the bot side. Trade of kills. The Super Mega Death Rocket, though, from downtown. Hellman picks another one up. So it's now a 1-for-1 dive. Means he can cut through that mid lane inner turret as well. And anything True Haven tried to do, it just seems like Invul have the perfect counter ready.
Yeah. I mean, that was actually a really well-executed dive. Really good juggling of the turret aggro as well. But when you've got someone who is just absolutely American snipering all over your team, you've got to be very careful that you're back in the right place.
Yeah.
And I think he must have been spotted on a ward, possibly? Or was it just a fantastic
I think it was just the turret vision.
Just turret vision, yeah.
Because recalling not quite in that topside tribush, just next to Baron Pit, you're still at risk of being within the vision of the turret. So my best guess would be that's where Hellman saw him, and, well, you saw the rest.
Yeah. And that's 3-0 Jinx. Kraken Slayer already purchased. We'll be able to sell the Cull relatively soon as well, now that that's been procced as well.
Yeah, I mean, he
So
might as well
much.
he might as well keep it for the stats for now until he needs to sell it.
True.
But
just if needs be, you can sell that as the passive has already been procced.
But, I mean, and we don't want to be too negative as we do see Falio diving forward. It's going to be a 3v2 as Johnson is in the area. Teleport going to come through from Loftition, and the Forge God is called. Mama joining the fight now as well as the True Shot Barrage whistles through. Hellman is here, but Loftition's already gone down. Hook connects on to Spawned, and can they find any more kills? This could be a big fight for True Haven, but Get Smock falls in the backline. Can't quite cut down Falio. Makalar drops to a rocket. And now Janakoach is in trouble. Red buff burning from Hellman. Kraken Slayer is firing. The Jinx is excited. The hook connects. Arcane Shift not enough on the Lantern to bring Hellman through. Flash over from Johnsony just to secure with the stun. And Janakoach escaping on just about 100 health. Might be able to get himself out with an execute here as he blast cones over the wall. Could always crash down back through. But Johnsony gonna chase this one through the crash down. Gonna give him the shield. Might give Johnsony the chance to keep him alive. The smite. No, it's not the blue smite. Red smite, not enough to pick up the kill. Doesn't do damage to champions. You have to hit them first, Johnsony. Not quite gonna be able to pick that one up, but it's still a 3-for-0 for Invul. It's gonna be Rift Herald and 3-for-1, sorry, for Invul. And oh my god,
700 gold bounty. Jinx 6-0 from Hallman. I mean, that is that's scary. That is very scary now. And
I feel like this is the Jinx you always see on the enemy team in solo queue. Well, we're going to see a play though onto Loftition. Makalar and Forpian looking for the Victor. Dash forward, kick into the wall. Sonic Wave, Resonating Strike going to come through. And one of Lee Sin's on top of you like that. Lofty, you're not got much room to maneuver.
That was nice and clean.
Yeah, very clinically executed there by the True Haven jungler.
Yeah. Showing some moments of brilliance. Definitely. I mean,
and I did want to highlight, because while it is looking a bit rough for True Haven right now, I do have to say I think Makalar has been a bit of a shining light for them so far this series.
Definitely.
Not many positives to draw, I won't lie. But I think he definitely has been one of the positives for True Haven.
Yeah. Getting some 2 dragons in a game that was looking pretty rough is very impressive in the first game, and picking up some really good ganks in this game as well, proving that he's versatile. He's not just picking Udyr, for instance, for a second time.
What are you trying to say here, Chris?
What? No, nothing.
Oh, Johnsony, he's running into 4 people. Is he going to be able to get himself out? The Lantern comes down, but it's not even needed. Forge God going to come down as well. Nice flash from Hellman to get himself away from the knockup, and Falio pops the Dominus. Dive in from Janna, but he's not going to be able to do anything. Magnet Storm is only going to call your doom. Super Mega Death Rocket flashed away, and now Makalar joining the fight, flashing over into his own Raptor's Pit. Everyone trying to abandon ship. Johnsony trying to look for someone as Lofty's going to poke with the Death Laser. 1-for-0. The only person to fall going to be the Rel. And it's, I mean, it was every man for themselves, abandon ship there, really, for True Haven.
And it is looking like it will be a 3rd dragon secured without any real trouble. I don't think there's any way that can be contested. So
no, you wouldn't imagine so. And it's a Rift Herald in the bot lane as well, so Loftition with this Rift Herald going to be able to pick this tower up as well. Just as an extra little bit of a gold injection. Not that Invul need it, but maybe he can't pick this tower up. True Shot Barrage going to chunk out the Victor. Gravity Well not going to find the stun, and Akali is here. The minion wave should have enough. Yeah, final auto attack seals it. Chaos Storms comes down though as Forpian walking into Johnsony. Shuriken flip, a lot of damage coming through from that Akali and that Divine Sunderer, and it's a quick kill over to the side of True Haven. Hellman somehow getting away with the Lantern. I didn't see what happened there in the mid lane, but Hellman making away on a sliver as Get Smock falls to Loftition. Forpian now chasing Hellman away. Can he find the kill? Makalar picking up Mama, and I don't know what's just quite gone on, but
while all of
True
this is
Haven,
Falio is getting away with just destroying that top turret as well.
True Haven finding quite a good skirmish there, but yeah, like you mentioned, the split push from the Renekton is just a little bit ridiculous.
Yeah, and now all inner turrets have been taken. 6 turrets to 0. The amount of gold just locked up in turrets alone
Yeah.
for True Haven is absolutely piling up now.
Yeah.
I mean,
20-minute mark and 10,000 is the gold lead.
Yeah, and I mean, it's so difficult now for, well, for True Haven to get out.
Oh, Janacoach, she knows Falio's there.
Yeah. Baron is up, obviously, it's just spawned 20 seconds ago. And another couple of picks from Invul, and they could definitely threaten
I think
Baron
they could even just start it. This Jinx is huge. 6-0, 220 CS at 20 minutes. Hellman is massive. Mama going to face check into 2, though, and there's 4 members of Invul in the area to take the fight. Janacoach going to fall down. Makalar with the safeguard going to get himself away. Mama flashing with the lantern. Forpian caught by the zap. And it's just a flay into a rocket, into a crocodile. Forpian, you've got nowhere to go. Spawned, going to try and run desperately for his base. And the slow going to be able to just about get him there. Mid lane, inhib tower, going to fall down. This Jinx is so good at taking down these turrets. Get Smok on the flank, though. Going to get taken out by the zap. Jinx picking up her 8th kill of the game. She is excited. She is snowballed. She is running through True Haven. And
I just want to point out something really nice there. Falio actually managed to interrupt
the
Ornn on for the Call of the Forge God, which meant when Akali was jumping in,
there was no second cast.
Yeah, and that I think actually was really pivotal there.
I didn't actually catch that, but yeah, I definitely agree. It's going to be a Super Mega Death Rocket, not finding anyone this time, though, as True Haven going to be just trying to defend. Invul happy with the double inhibitor and going to be able to get themselves away.
Yeah, going to try and just take as much of the jungle as possible and then back out and look to rotate to Baron.
Yeah, I mean, 13,000 gold. It should be relatively cut and dry from this point, but if Invul somehow managed to mess up around this Baron, then you could see an avenue where True Haven can get back into this. Johnson taking the lantern away from his ADC. Doesn't really mean too much, but just quite a little funny interaction.
Yeah, there's always another one.
Yeah, this is true. We are seeing the Ornn items starting to come through, though. And we are seeing that Rhyme-Forged Grasp coming through for Ornn himself. Bear slap onto Janacoach. No one going to follow up. Johnson just saying hello. Wanting a hug. Udyr gets a bit lonely in the jungle sometimes. And Baron started up. This thing is melting. The Jinx is doing so much damage. Smite available. Makalar, though, looking for a steal over the wall here from Makalar. Baron at 2,000 and dropping. They could potentially get this here for True Haven. Are Invul going to be able to secure it? Kick going to come through. Baron still dropping. Lofty finding 1 kill in the fight to start with. And it is Invul securing the Baron. Makalar going to fall. Spawned going to fall. Mama just about alive, as is Loftition. And Forpian has to deal with a Man-Bear Pig and a Jinx. And he's going to fall. The ace. Loftition teleports into the base. He's going to secure himself a couple of Nexus turrets before he's joined by the rest of the squad. And that is going to be game 2. And the 2-0 for the series going over to the side of Invul. GG's.
Yeah.